We just left Trinity Baptist Church talking to local pastors about, the issues that are important to them. And this is, one stop along a 46 county tour where we're going to every single corner of this state, no matter how rural or how red or how forgotten they may have been by this governor, because our South Carolina comeback is going to include everybody. And that's the message that we're taking, across the state. And so it's been great to get on the ground and talk to community leaders and talk to business leaders. And we have an event here in a little bit with more folks. It's just, to get on the ground and take our message and kind of take our vision for what South Carolina can be. Because, we have the potential to be, such an incredible state, but we're being held back by our politicians. So to be able to take this vision to every single corner state is an incredible honor. But it's also just great to be able to get on the ground and listen to people and hear what their concerns are. I think God gave us twice as many ears as He did mouths, because He wants us to listen twice as much as He does talk. And so putting that to use, I think any good leader who's worth the salt would spend more time listening to people on what their concerns are, because it helps us shape, our vision, our values, and our priorities in the future. Look, expanding Medicaid on day one has been our goal. My first act as governor would be to expand Medicaid, and I know that Florence is blessed to have McLeod here, one of the best healthcare places, facilities in the entire state probably. But the fact is, a lot of rural areas aren't so lucky. And our rural hospitals have been closing down, and counties have been losing jobs. And expanding Medicaid is going to provide health care to 200,000 working poor South Carolinians. But it's also going to be an economic boost. It's going to create 40,000 new jobs. It's going to save our rural hospitals. So it's not only a moral issue, it's also an economic incentive as well. Infrastructure is another big one. And you can't forget that here we are in Florence, in the corridor of shame, and we're our public education system. I'm a proud product of public education, but too many families feel like they've been left behind, and especially here in Florence. And the fact is, after going through this pandemic, students and children are even further behind. So we have to have an education governor, and I'm committed to being that.
Why?
Well, we certainly want to improve upon the work that Governor Hodges did, and we have a great amount of respect for him. We're looking to blaze our own path, though, and I want to give teachers a significant raise, and because they deserve it. As we go through this pandemic, like 1 out of 7 teachers have left the profession because this governor doesn't value their work. He wanted to force them back into the classroom before they were vaccinated. That's why they're driving up to North Carolina to get vaccinated. And with his executive order on masks, just a couple weeks before school lets out, I don't need to remind the parents and the teachers how much of a chaos that created. And that's because we have somebody who's lived in the past. And I want to be the governor of the future. Look, we won in a tough district in 2018. No one gave us a chance. It was a gerrymandered district that hadn't had a Democrat in 40 years. It was a district that Trump carried by 13 points in 2016, but we did the impossible. The world said we couldn't do it, and we shocked them by doing it. And we're going to do exactly that here in South Carolina too, because we've faced long odds before and we've overcome them. I look forward to doing it again.